back to Valley organizations doing great things, including the Muscular Dystrophy, and it's done a great job shedding light on their cause through the telethon.
That's right, and it's a good thing because MDA does not receive federal funding. They rely on you and your generosity to support those in need. Here's why. Well, with Labor Day around the corner, there is one event that has become synonymous with the holiday, and that's the MDA Telethon. And since its inception in 1950, the Muscular Dystrophy Association has worked tirelessly to provide awareness and medical services to tens of thousands of people with neuromuscular diseases. Of course, it could not be done without the support from the community. The MDA Show of Strength Telethon is this Sunday right here on ABC 15 at 8 o'clock. So joining us today is Justin Sullivan with the Gila River Casino, who is the main sponsor of this Sunday's telethon. We thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
And just the most adorable, sweetest lady I've recently got to know, Bonnie Guzelf. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to both of you. Justin, let's start with you. I attended an event Wednesday night. I was blown away at the amount of support and the money that the community raises. Why did you decide to get involved in this particular cause?
Well, Gila River Casinos has had a long-standing partnership with the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and it's really been great to see all the events and all the people that come out to support the organization, and we're just so happy to be a small part of that.
Yeah, and I know that you know just how important it is, too. I mean, and you know, Bonnie, I was surprised to learn that the MDA, they don't get money from the federal government, or I mean, it's really all up to individuals and companies like Gila River.
That's very true, and most people don't know that. I didn't know that, but MDA is different than a lot of the other organizations. They get absolutely no federal funding. Every cent, every dime that they raise is raised through events like the telethon, like the march, like the walk and things like that.
I know. I want to talk a little bit about you. You were diagnosed with LAS, you said about 4 years ago, is that right?
No, about 8 years ago.
8 years ago, I apologize. Oh, but it wasn't up until about 4 years ago that you actually had to rely on your wheelchair. What has the MDA Association done for you and Phil, your husband?
Oh, they've been just fantastic to me because this is very expensive. A chair like this pretty much costs almost as much as a car. Oh, and MDA allows me money every year for repairs to the chair, for new batteries, for new,
accessories
and cushions and things like that. So they really help with a lot of things. They also, I go to the MDA clinic, where I see the doctor and the physical therapist and the respiratory therapist and the nutritionist and all those people, something I couldn't afford on my own.
And that's the thing. I mean, you've worked all your life, you know, both you and your husband, and to get to this point where it's not just a children's disease. This could happen at any age and at any time, and without MDA's support, would you have been able to afford, you and Phil, all of the necessities that you need?
Oh, never. I don't know what we would have done. I joke with people, and it's not really a joke, but I said without them, we'd be living under a bridge someplace.
Wow.
Because there are so many things that you need that just becomes out of your range, and I can't work anymore. So my income is very limited.
Yeah, and I know that you are very passionate about spreading the word and spreading the message, and the telethon is this Sunday, and what would you like people to know about, you know, if they're thinking about picking up the phone and making a call, what would you like them to know?
I would just like them to know that it doesn't matter how much you can afford. I know money is tight these days, but it doesn't matter if it's $5, $10, $25, whatever you can afford goes into the pool, and then that gets distributed to all the families across, Arizona that really need this money, and it would be a huge help. And I'd ask everybody to please, look into their hearts and donate whatever you can.
Yes, absolutely. Well said, Bonnie. Well said. And Justin, thank you again to you and all the folks over at Gila River who have helped us, put this event on the air and be such a great supporter of your community. So,
absolutely. We're happy to do it. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. All right, and you can still support MDA by calling 480-753-9084 or look them up at mda.org.
Such a dynamic woman.
Oh,
well, up next.